So, a very good morning to all of you. So, guys, today we are going to see Grafana, right? One second, let me. Okay, now listen here carefully. Okay, it's a very small topic. Okay, and but people even I have seen who is having 10 years of experience or even 15 years of experience, they don't know about anything about. Really, they don't know about properly about Grafana. What is the purpose of Grafana and all? Okay. So Grafana is a open source software. Grafana is a open source software which is used to visualize, query, and
Hey, hi everyone. Attention India candidates. I am excited to announce 100 days of IT Corporate Bootcamp Batch 5 is going to start from 9th of October. This training program is going to take you step by step from Linux, shell scripting, AWS cloud, DevOps tools, monitoring tools, automation tool with all real-time projects. Everything you need it for job ready. Friends, seats are limited. Don't miss this opportunity and be the part of 100 days transformation journey. Link is in description. Enroll now. See you on 9th of October.
logs. Okay, visualize query, visualize and alert. Basically, if you wanted to make sure, okay, you wanted to visualize, okay, or you wanted to do any query, right? Or you wanted to set it up the alerting for your metrics, right? Logs traces wherever they store. Metrics, I have already told you, the metrics could be your CPU utilization, disk utilization, right? Or depends upon this matrix is only not only restricted to CPU and disk utilization. If it's related to network, so it could be network bandwidth, right? So if it's related to your database, so database query performance will be there. So there are different types of metrics will be there. Okay, so depends upon on which category it falls, correct? But the purpose, again, listen carefully. If somebody is asking you what is Grafana, don't go ahead and say simply that it is a monitoring tool. Yes, it is a monitoring tool, correct? But why we use Grafana? First of all, it is a open source software. This is why we also call it as a Grafana OSS. Okay, if you go to the official website of Grafana, you will find out this is a open source software, right? Now the next thing is that where we are going to use this one. So the main purpose of this one is to visualize, correct? And if you wanted to query, correct? Or you wanted to set it up the alerts on the basis of your metrics, logs, and traces. See, SiteKit is also similar kind of a tool which works quite similar to Grafana only, but this is a tool which is managed by Google. Okay. So see, so basically in this website, okay, I used to receive traffic, correct? In my fresher tube, everybody is trying to receive the traffic. So if I wanted to visualize that traffic, means how many of them are organic one, how many of them are direct sources and all, right? So how I am going to visualize with the help of some chart, with the help of some pie chart and all, yes or no? Or with the help of some X and Y axis, some graph and all, correct? That is what called visualization, yes or no? If I directly say 381 visitors, okay, out of them, how many of them are organic? How many of them are direct sources? How many of them are organic search? How many of them are organic social and all, right? And from where and all, which location also I can check in the form of this visualization, yes or no? This is easy to understand, correct? So this shows a proper visualization of your traffic. So same goes for Grafana, okay? And this is why it is written here that Grafana is a query. Means query, why I'm telling, because see, so that is comes when you install Grafana, right? And when you are configured Grafana and when you wanted to get some data. So it's quite similar to your database, okay, where you just do run a select query to get some result out of it, okay? So if you wanted to do a specific query, right? Suppose I wanted to just find out normal query that how many visitors are visiting as a organic search, okay? So that also you can fetch it. First thing is fine. You have understand that it is going to show you something with the visualization that these many visitors are there for a website traffic, correct? Right? So even I can integrate this Grafana with my website and I can start visualizing. But compared to this one, SiteKit is much more better than this. So I have installed that one, correct? So instead of that, in our environment for monitoring purpose of applications and all, okay, so we use this Grafana. I'll tell you a very real time example. As I said, right, in my project when I was in HCL, okay, so we have a gateway. Correct. Now, the one which I was now let's directly jump into the real time example. Okay. So, for example, just understand you have a website which I have already shown you. Okay. And if you wanted to monitor the traffic, which I have already told you, what you wanted to monitor over here, that how many of them are connecting from India, how many of them are connecting from United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and other countries and all. Right. So, in that case, Grafana is helpful. Okay, you wanted to monitor the payment error and all, right? So if you have a payment gateway, okay, and you wanted to know now the payment gateways are already they are providing so much of. So one is that it needs a data source. Now you have understand what is a data source, because obviously if you have to analyze something, so you need a data, correct? And that data you are going to get it from where? So in our project which I have done in my organization, so here we are going to do the installation of Grafana with the help. See, I have already created a directory for Grafana here. Okay. So, and in this one, you have the IP, you need to provide the IP where you want to install this Grafana. Okay. So, in this case, I'll come to that part, but let's understand this one. What is written here? Same thing I have mentioned here. See, so, and I am not giving, Abhishek Roshan is not giving, it is already available in rpm.grafana.com GPG key. They are only providing because it is, see, ultimately you are downloading the Grafana all this dependency from where? From the Grafana official website only. Understanding my point? I know these things are very new to you, but it is like this only. Okay, correct? Same thing in what I can say in that one, Red Hat. Correct? Now the sixth one is you have to enable and start the Grafana, right? You are enabling, right, and you are state as a starting Grafana as a task, as a sixth task. See, I have already created it, but again I am going to show you the process. Just let me see what policy I have attached to it. This is external IP endpoint and region you need to give. Okay, for okay. So log group and all, you need to create the log group also. Okay, remember. So there are so many metrics. You know, I've already told data source and all. It is telling who is the data source and all, right? So that is there. But anyways, it's going to configure like this. Let's save. Okay. See, are you able to see now, guys? See, now I am able to manage my AP. See, whatever you are able to see here in the AWS itself. Now, if you tell this one, then they will jump into the Ansible. Oh, you know Ansible. Now you can explain them Ansible. Now you got my point. How this is complete project workflow I'm explaining. Everything. Getting my point, sir? Okay, let's end up the session here only. Thank you for staying connected with me. Let's connect again on Monday for the remaining topics of DevOps. Till then, just take care of yourself, your loved one. Bye bye and Jai Hind.